Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my cozy corner of homemaking and mompreneur life. I always love starting my day here in the backyard, surrounded by nature, a little quiet, and a lot of peace. Today, I'm sharing my full morning routine, how I create a calm, productive start to my day while weaving together my faith, family, and my Jordan Essentials business. My husband leaves for work at around 3:45 in the morning, so sometimes I'm up early with him and have several hours in the morning before I need to get my daughter up and start our day together as a family. If I need more sleep, then I'll let myself sleep in and shorten up my morning routine just based on how things are going and how I'm feeling. So this is an ideal morning I'm sharing with you today where I was up bright and early around 4 a.m. and had lots of time to myself in the morning. No matter what time I get up, I of course start my day with a good cup of coffee, and then I enjoy sitting in my sitting room and sipping my coffee and reading my Living Faith devotional. It's a quick little read, a short page, and even if I have less time in the morning, it's a nice way to start my day. It is my time to center myself, reflect on gratitude, and set intentions for the day. And if I have time, I like to do a little bit of journaling. And journaling helps me keep my mind focused and my heart peaceful before the day begins. Even just 10 to 15 minutes of quiet reflection can change my whole day. Next, I'll head back to the bedroom and start waking up the house, is what I call it, where I'm opening the blinds or the curtains and letting some sunshine in. I'll get dressed for the day and put on some of my Jordan Essentials makeup. It just helps me feel like it's time to start getting things done and accomplishing some of those items on my to-do list when I get fully dressed for the day and ready to go, even if I'm working from home for the day. Taking a few minutes for self-care helps me feel confident and energized because even a simple routine can boost my mood and productivity. Next, I'll check my planner to see what the day holds, both for our home and for my Jordan Essentials business. Planning my day in advance helps keep my priorities clear and ensures I can make time for both my family and my work and business tasks. I'll do things like check our monthly calendar and look for any scheduled appointments or day-specific tasks that I have written down. I'll also look at my to-do list from yesterday and see if there are any items I wasn't able to finish that I want to migrate forward either to today or perhaps a different day in the future. It depends on what the item is, if I know I'll be able to get it done that day. I might look to see if there are errands I'm running, if it's an errand day, any phone calls I need to make, any emails that need to be sent, and just get my plan together for the day. And once I've taken maybe 10 minutes to do that, then if I'm working outside of the home, I'll pack my work bag that I take with me that includes my planner any extra supplies I might need for the day. Of course, water bottle, snacks, that sort of thing. And then I'll head to the kitchen to work on a few more chores and tasks around the home before it's time for me to leave for work. And usually by this point, I've gotten my daughter up as well, so she's working on getting dressed and ready for the day. I'll get what I can cleaned off the counter. If there are dishes to put away, I might work on doing that. A little homemaking in the morning keeps our home running smoothly. And today, for instance, I am putting away some clean dishes from the dishwasher and washing up some of the items that need to be hand washed before we sit down for breakfast. And breakfast is a special time to connect with my daughter and start our day with a little family time. After a quick breakfast, I'll move into some more of my homemaking tasks that I want to accomplish before I leave for work or head up to my office for work. So it'll be things like a quick swish and swipe of a bathroom, starting a load of laundry, making sure all of the beds are made, and just tidying up a few spaces in the general areas of our home. And these small daily habits make a big difference in creating a peaceful, organized home. One of the best ways I've found to keep up with things like this is to just create little habits tied to things I'm already doing in the morning. So as part of getting dressed, I'll pick out my outfit for the next day. And as part of making the bed, I'll think about what load of laundry needs to be started and get that started as I finish up getting ready. For myself, I've found this system works the best. It helps me quit overthinking and trying to decide if I have the energy and motivation to do something. Instead, I just move through my routine and suddenly I've accomplished 3 or 4 more items that I wanted to get done for the day, and it doesn't feel like a whole lot of effort because it's just part of a habit and routine that I've built. Since it's the summer, I'll also water my flowers and refill the Hummingbird feeder. I'm new to keeping a hummingbird feeder. This is the second summer we've had one. I don't have a whole lot of birds that visit, so I have found I need to just put about a half a cup of the water sugar combo out each day. And what I'll do is mix up a cup at a time and keep the other half in a jar in the refrigerator, so that way I can easily change it out in the morning without having to mix it up fresh every single day. Hopefully I'll get more birds visiting each summer, but for now it's a fun thing to start doing, and it always reminds me of my grandmother who loved to have her hummingbird feeder outside her kitchen window. Then I'm usually ready to sit down with a glass of water and take a look at my index card system. I have found that I don't necessarily need to check it every day because I'm learning my habits and routines more and more as I go along. But having the cards just as a double check to remind me of things in case I might have forgotten them and to help me keep establishing these routines has been working really well. So as you can see today, I sat down and had several days that I was behind and I hadn't checked in. So I just went through the cards and moved them forward into whatever the next day would be that I would do that task. And it's just a great way for me to touch base with some of these ongoing chores around our home, make sure I'm not forgetting anything, and in general, just keeping up with things a little more easily. If you're not sure what this index card system is all about, I'll link a video down below in the description box that talks about the system, how I discovered it, and some of the things I'm doing to incorporate it into my daily routines. I'm still building my system and adjusting things as I go along. So you'll notice in a bit, I'm actually adding some notes to my card for doing a face mask. Initially, I just made a basic card that said face mask, and I decided that I wanted to do a little more tracking and keep more detail on the card. So I added 4 columns for the 4 different Jordan Essentials face masks that I typically use, and that way I can note the last time I did each one, just to keep track and change things up more easily. And finally, after I complete that, it'll be time for me to head into the day. Some mornings I go to my accounting job, and other mornings I work from a home office on my Jordan Essentials business. The morning routine I've shared keeps me grounded so I can approach work, family, and business with energy and focus. And I try to keep in mind that each day is a little different, and I have to maintain some flexibility and give myself grace for the times when I might have low energy or I might need to move a little more slowly through the day. Creating a morning routine that works for you doesn't have to be complicated. Start small, prioritize what matters most, and find joy in simple moments. For me, that's coffee, devotional time, journaling, a little homemaking, family connection, and making space for my business goals. If you enjoyed this peek into my homemaker's morning routine, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss any cozy homemaking or mompreneur content. And I'd love to hear what's one morning habit that helps you start your day peacefully. Comment below. Thanks for spending your morning with me. For more tips on balancing faith, family, and business, check out the blog post linked below or watch my other videos on homemaking, mompreneur life, and simple wellness routines. Thanks again for joining me. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.